What is up, folks? Welcome back to another live stream repair. Boy, oh, it's a mess. It's a mess, yes. Oh, yes, that's right. I was up late last night trying to figure out a couple of amps that I've had sitting around here for a while. Did I get this one working? I can't remember. Last night's all a blur to me. I ended up making quite a bit of progress on a couple of unresolved issues with these HomePods, but for now, let's go ahead and put all these away until we can spend more time another day to fix those. They are all, at this point, needing various repairs, but repairs that I finally know how to do. We're talking no sound, no power. Figured a couple of those out. Kind of interesting. But I'll be updating my website very soon to put that new info up there so folks can hopefully fix a few of their own. Okay. Got that all cleared up. Also, I guess my ribbon cable has not been doing us any favors and causing a few sound issues, which is strange because I cannot see any reason why it would be the source of problems. But sure enough, whenever I came across a random repair here and it ended up having no sound, and if I was using that cable, that explains it. Cleaning up here, almost done. Clean. That will work. Make sure I've got plenty of slack here. Yep, feels good. Let's get our bottles where, oh yeah, we're not using this crap anymore. I'll go ahead and put that away for maybe a worse day. But say hello to the Nano Flux paste. This stuff is clear, like totally clear. And I saw another YouTuber talk about this stuff, show it off, and I was very impressed with the results, so much so that I decided to heck, why not? You know, it's like $2 or $3 for each tube of these. It's just it takes a couple weeks to get here from China, but we'll see how it works. Like I said, if it works at all how the fellow that I saw on the YouTube using it, then I will be pleasantly surprised and ordering a bunch more of those and maybe even selling them on my website. So let's see, do I need to do anything? Is this ready to... Oh yeah, that's ready to rock. Okay, what do we got here? Shihao. We've got no power here. Let's see, get their name up on the screen. There we go. And we'll go ahead and shoot them a message and find everyone else that's up for repair today here. Let's see. Copy that link. Okay, Shihao has been messaged. Up next, we've got number 349, an anonymous no power. Then we've got Alex with no power. Richard, no power. Griff with maintenance. Jeffrey with no power. And a death farting HomePod, one with some bad DC filters. Okay. Let's get our stuff all focused here. And let's begin. We're going to start with a known good power cable plugged into our kilowatt meter over here on the side. We're going to plug it in and just do a quick sanity check, make sure that they gave us what they said they gave us, and that we have what we expect. Touch the top a bunch here in case it lights up and turns back off after like a second, but nothing, no lights, no power. Couple of watts from the wall. That tells me it's nothing simple like a blown fuse, but rather another one of these dead diodes on the amplifier situations. So let's get this apart. We will replace the part that failed and prevent it from happening again. And we'll do a little bit of other maintenance while we've got it apart, i.e. new DC filters to prevent death farts. Since it is a Class D audio amplifier and it needs to filter unwanted, inevitable DC voltage in the audio signal. But they used ceramic caps here, and all ceramic caps naturally decay over time. They're great for DC filters, but they also eventually decay. They have a shelf life. Even unused, they will derate over time and lose their effectiveness. So we like to replace those filters whenever we get the chance. Because if it's not no power that a HomePod's coming into us for, it's death farts and bass issues caused by those filters. And we just like to knock it all out in one go and try to prevent as much as we reasonably can. I almost forgot. I'll do it off to the side this time for you fine folks. Cheers. Dan, what is up? Welcome. Stefan, welcome. Yeah, this Flux, I am very excited. It's supposed to have like pretty much no measurable resistance whatsoever. It's supposed to be very, very low, very minimal on the smoke. It's no clean, so in theory it should be fine to leave around and not worry about. Hopefully, all I really care about is it works and it smells better than what I've been using. Got an M1 Air for $30 more. That is absolutely much more worth it. Like David said in the Discord server, Apple's silicone MacBooks are Even the first gen M series, like they're fantastic for most like light to moderate tasks. It's insane what they have accomplished with them. And you should, excuse me, you'll get way more performance and way better, excuse me, battery life. Oh, I don't know what's up with me today, I'm sorry. It'll be a much better laptop for you if you end up keeping it than what you were getting last. Also, thank you for the photos. That was really cool to see. Got me kind of jealous. It doesn't look like there's a lot. Well, actually, I was kind of surprised because like it looked like a mix of some like newer stuff, but a lot of older stuff, some newer stuff. I don't know. Looks like my kind of fun time though. Didn't end up going to Yardbirds today, but we're gonna try soon so you can see what ours is like. It's indoors. I don't know of any outdoors swap meets like that around here. You'll have to apologize the way my hands look right now. They look pretty beat up, but I haven't, oh, that's wild. It's, I think it's just dry out. It's been so dry that, like, my knuckles have been cracking and bleeding so easily these past few days. The weather's kind of, I've never had this problem with my hands before. I don't know if I'm getting old or if I'm dying or something. Too many HomePods. Alright, I am excited. We've got the amplifier board. Let's try this Flux out. Get up close and get this on there. I can't find a replacement fan for this hot air station. I'm just going to have to replace the whole station. All of the replacement fans that I try to stick into this thing don't work. here's the stuff. It's thinner, it's slightly thinner than the chip quick that I used, but it's still kind of thick. It's not like super runny, but it's like staying exactly where I put it on the board. Let's see how solder flows with it. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh, that's the, oh, I'm gonna buy a bunch more of this. Oh, I'm gonna be reselling this stuff. That's good stuff. It doesn't smell awful. It has a smell, but it doesn't smell like nasty body odor, like my Chip Quick. And it doesn't smell like, well, whatever the heck the other Amazon stuff smelled like. I'm digging this. Let's see how it works under the hot air. It's not bubbling up. I love that. Yeah, it's not even smoking. I don't think I even see any smoke coming up. They are not kidding. Wow. Folks, that is some legit stuff. I gotta hand it to him. That looks groovy. I mean, I don't have the right camera set up for you guys to get a really nice evaluation of the quality of the joints there, but take my naked eye's word for it. That is excellent. I love that. Let's try it on our dead diode here now. Here we go. Those capacitors were those filters that we ramble on about. They have nothing to do with the power issue, just other common issues like death farts. Here is the 46K dated diode that has died and caused our power issues. Let's get that replaced. Go a little bit up top there. Flux doesn't help you take anything off. I'm just being lazy, and I'm seeing if it survives well enough pulling an old component off and reflowing a new one on without replacing it. At least on the board's side. That's great. It just goes right on there. Let's try this out. We've barely got any left on there. I do have my hot air turned up a little. I'm going to turn that down in a sec here. We could go a little lower, but eh. That is great. I cannot complain. Well, based on that, will I be getting more of this and using it? Yes, I will. For those curious, this is the Nano Flux Paste M35. You can find it on AliExpress. I got my stuff from iProgadgets.com. Sketchy website, but they're totally legit. They've been around for a while. I bought like 4 of these because I bought them like a month ago during their holidays. You never know how things are going to go, and for the price, man, solid 8.5 out of 10. I have no major complaints, and it is probably the best stuff that I've used to date. The only things that I could think to improve, there are 2 things I can think of to complain about, but they're pretty minor, not really important. One, the smell. It's not bad at all. Definitely not bad. And I've used plenty of smellier Fluxes. But if it's going to have a smell, it would be nice if it was pleasant. And obviously you're not supposed to be, you shouldn't smell it. If you can smell it, then you're not filtering well enough, but it still lingers. You're still going to catch a whiff of it here and there. And I'd like that to be pleasant. I miss the real sweet smell that my Chip Quick Flux used to have before they switched to sweaty armpit smell out of nowhere. The second complaint that I have with this is, as I'm squeezing the Flux, it seems to not stop. Like, it seems like it's just too thick enough so that when I release the plunger, there's still a little bit of pressure in there, so it kind of squeezes it a little bit more out after I've stopped. Aside from that, man, I can live with that. For those results and how clear and clean this stuff is, £20 cat with a 20-pound turd, that's for sure. It's absolutely smelly. I'm about to go open a window in their bedroom because that cat, man. Unacceptable levels of smelliness whenever they drop a deuce. Gosh! The equivalent of what a cat is supposed to do. They do not cover their they don't cover their messes. They just drop it and let it sit there. What an animal. The name Ratman suits him. Blip, what is up? Welcome. Welcome. We're just taking our sweet time on this first HomePod here. We're getting warmed up. Hey, looks like our Flux works pretty well. Well enough to get it turning on here. We'll see if it lasts. We'll see. All it needs to do is last the warranty period. We give people. I'm just kidding. We have been fixing these things for more than 3 years now. I think we started November 2021. I don't remember. Anyways, 22. Sorry, 21 or 22. I don't remember. It's all on my website. But we've been doing these for a few years now. We've fixed a few thousand of them.
I'm having trouble connecting to.
And we feel pretty confident as every day and week and month and year go on that we've got a pretty good handle on these repairs. We know what goes bad over time. We know what to worry about and what not to worry about. Here we go, number 349. Let's see who that is and let them know that they're up here. Number 349 would be them. Alright, they have been messaged. What do we have here? No lights, no power. The kilowatt says it's pulling 4 watts, so it's definitely doing something inside. It's not like a blown fuse or a power cable thing. We have definitely got, based on that power draw there, and our experience working on these, another dead diode on the amplifier. Let's get that fixed along with our signature hardware maintenance. See if there are any other surprises. Cam, what is up? Welcome. Never had a HomePod. Are they notorious for breaking? You know, it's hard to say. It's hard to say from our perspective because we're sitting here fixing them all day. So of course all we're going to see are all the broken ones. But at the same time, just if we look at the numbers and the statistics, you know, it's hard to say because not every single HomePod that breaks out there is going to get sent into us. So we don't know how many break out there out of how many sold. But purely based on the number that we've fixed, we haven't even touched like 0.1% of the total units out there. So once we got, you know, once we fix like 6,000 to 10,000 of these, I might start getting more concerned. But at least for now, it seems like chances are your HomePod will be fine. Oh, Dynamite, welcome. Was that Was that Shihao? That's you? Is that who we were fixing? Or are you number 349 here? It's not like they're built poorly, built with cheap components. Still, hard to say. They seem like they are built pretty well. Like the most common issue, no power, like what we're fixing here, is caused by a diode failure. But the diode failed for, like, it's from a very reputable manufacturer. So it failed because of a manufacturing defect of the diode itself. But it's from a trusty rep. So it's just kind of unfortunate that no one's taking responsibility for it still. This one's coming apart like a bag of marbles super glued together. Yeah, so like Apple sold what, a million and a half to 3 million units as a rough estimate. We've only fixed 3,000, somewhere between 3,400. We're getting close to. So we're not getting anywhere near any significant percentage, at least personally. But if you go and you look at the number of views and the number of comments on some of my other how-to videos for fixing these, maybe if there were tens of thousands of people commenting saying thanks for the fix, this helped me. But there's still a lot of people that say this helped me fix my HomePod. And I'm sure there are plenty of people that don't bother saying that it helped them. They just watched it, used it to get it fixed, fix their stuff, and move on. Apple sends you a refurb that's from the exact same production line, the exact same time, with the exact same parts as any other first gen, just in a different box. They mess around. Alright, let's get these filters replaced. Let's give that Flux another go here. I didn't think I would enjoy using Flux this much, but here we are. I love it. Yeah, I sell refurbs. I got a whole shop. If you go to my website, you'll find it all there. All the orders are manual. You gotta email me and let me know what you want, and I'll let you know how you can get it, but I do not feel like paying for like an online shopping platform just for the occasional sale. here we go with our magic goo. Our nano flux paste. Super freaking perfect. Just absolutely perfect. Not too much, not too little, no bridging, no fuss. Oh, and we'll put a little bit more on there just for funsies. See how that works out. It grips the components just enough too. We'll see if they slide around when it gets when it melts. Man, stuff's not flying around. This is really manageable. Everything just pretty much stays exactly where I had it. That is just, beautiful. Beautiful, look at that. Fantastic. Oh, I'm gonna tweet about this stuff when we're done here. Here's our dead diode, 48K dated again. Let's get that replaced. Let the Discord know we're live. If one of you guys wouldn't mind letting them know. I need to set up a bot, because I just forget to do it every time. I'll make a habit of it even, and I'll do it for like 2 weeks straight, and then classic ADHD brain, I'll just completely forget to do it one day and break the habit. Make sure Mike isn't online when you if you tell people I'm streaming. Don't tell Mike. Nah. I'm surprised he isn't here yet. He's probably taking a nap. There we go. Once again, oh, that just looks perfect. Nah, no one can do it. No, you won't. You can try, but you won't be able to. No one's allowed to ping everyone. That is a silly permission to give anybody in a public Discord. It is just habitually abused, and you get people with the dumbest questions doing oh man, I think if you search the Discord server you might find some good examples, but since it's blocked, everyone doesn't get actually pinged. I would like to do a stream like once a week or maybe once a month in the Discord server so that other people can hop in and talk if they want. Maybe we can do a little bit of diagnosing with other people if they've got repairs they're stuck on. I mean, you can do anything if you spend enough time on it. But anything you do would most likely be tethered, so anytime you restart, it would brick itself until you re-push the custom firmware again. Kind of like the days of tethered iOS jailbreaks. From Austria. What is up? Welcome. And always, of course, our pleasure. That's why we put it out there. All in the hopes that people find it and they aren't stuck wondering what to do. Fix it.
I'm having trouble connecting to the... I'm having trouble connecting.
Do not raise your voice at me. Alright, let's see how many more we can get through here before wife gets back. Oh, if she finds out we've been fixing HomePods this whole time, she's gonna kill us! Let's see what we've got here. No lights, no power. A couple of watts from the wall. That all looks like the usual dead diode. Here we go. Your first time doing hot air soldering, and you did it. A lot of people can't, and then they email me and they're like, hey, I goofed up. But you did it. You didn't lose any parts, and if you did, apparently you put it back, and or it didn't matter. bricked your first iPhone trying to jailbreak it. Ouch. Ooh, that one's pretty nasty. Put a new one on there. Oh yeah, that's Celsius, all right. We use real units of measurement here. Actually, I think I saw a really good explanation of how Celsius makes a lot more sense for a lot of things, but for subjective feel, Fahrenheit tends to make more sense. But I don't know, maybe that just depends on what you were born and raised on, what you were taught in school, and not what is intuitively correct or not. It's not necessarily the diode that's taking all the heat. It's the board. It's the board itself that's pulling all the heat and dissipating it. faster than you can get it warmed up. And the diode's a little guy. He's a little bitty guy. He only takes a few seconds to heat up hot enough to melt solder. That's the board fighting you. Go ahead, try to stick your soldering iron on those pads on the board and you'll see what I mean. You'll find it sticking to it and giving you a hard time. I'm gonna say it again, I love this Flux. Top tier stuff. Oh, beautiful. Let's go. I will find the video that sold me on this stuff, because he did a really good job testing it and comparing it against some other stuff. And I think he should get the credit. If you want to thank someone when you get this Flux, I'll let you guys know in the... I'll leave a comment on this live stream once I find the video again, with a link to it. Absolutely beautiful. It really does look like factory. Let's get that dead diode out of here. Got another 46K there. Let's prep our replacement while we're waiting for this to heat up. Any flux is going to be better than no flux, but good flux is there's just it's a total night and day difference between cheap crappy flux and really actual good stuff. How did that happen? Rogue blob, rogue blob. Got him. All right. Your old iPhone from when you were 6, it's working? That's kind of insane. We'll see if you can actually get it like working. Sounds like your bootloader might be okay. Not when you were 6 years old. When you were in your iPhone 6 when you were in 2nd grade. Lol. You never know. Sometimes you give up on something, you break something and you give up trying to fix it, and you come back to it years later and it just starts working again. And half the time it's just something that you did different that you may not have even noticed that you did differently compared to last time. Sometimes it is just stuff that just fixes itself and you can't question it. You just got to take the win. Watch it turn right on to your jailbreak, and it's all themed out. You've got your whiteboard or your snowboard, or oh no, it was called winterboard. You've got your winterboard theme. Were you a Cydia guy or were you a Rockbox guy? Oh, rock your phone? It was called Rock. It's like the Cydia competitor. Cydia was, of course, the OG, the first, the true, but not the one and only. Yeah, smooth move, p-hag. That's what you do. If it still works, don't try to make it better and end up accidentally making it worse. Pop quiz, folks. There isn't a single part between the first gen and second gen HomePod that is shared. Not a single screw, gasket, speaker, or otherwise. Not a single part is shared between the first and second gen HomePod, except for this gasket for the ribbon cable. Everything else is different. So different that there is no chance of you using it. There's just, you don't think about it, don't ask. Unless you're talking about this ribbon cable gasket. They used the exact same one between the first and second gen. I think that's kind of funny. Everything else is different. Even the plastic shell, like they didn't even use the same kind of plastic. It's a cheaper plastic. It's like the plastic they used in the Mini. My phone right now is an iPhone 14 Pro Max. It is not jailbroken, but as you can see there, I do have the fancy new voice assistant animation. And what's really nice too, I love this. I can double tap my home button there, and it'll bring up a keyboard so that you can type what you want to Siri. Oh, this is so nice in the middle of the night when I don't want to, whisper or talk to Siri what I want to do. But yeah, it works perfectly fine on my 14 Pro Max. I'm on And as you can see, it is, yeah, I am not updating. I'm not updating until I replace that phone. But it's not I don't have a jailbreak on it. I do have I use the mobile gestalt whatever backup vulnerability. So I'm not jailbroken per se, but I can enable a bunch of wild tweaks with the Nugget app or is it Misaka X or Mikasa X? I don't remember. I basically used them to enable the new Siri UI, and then oh, there she goes again. Yeah. It's a shame they didn't enable it on the older phones. Like, I wish they at least gave the older phones the new UI. Like, you can get people to buy the new phone if they want the new features, and still give them an updated UI on the older ones. But the ability to type what I want to Siri and to have it chat GPT stuff if it doesn't know what to do, that's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. I very seldom ever use any kind of AI or chat GPT or Claude or whatever people are using. Only if I get really stuck and I've exhausted normal research routes. Yeah. I did it on my iPad too. I have a 2021 or 2022 iPad. It's the iPad Pro 12-inch, the generation right before they updated the screen with the micro LED and the M series chipset. So I still have like the A12Z or the A14Z or something like that as a CPU. Man, that thing is really laggy. I need to reset it. I'm trying to convince myself that I don't need a new iPad. There should be nothing wrong with my 12.9-inch 2021 or 2022 whatever iPad Pro. I barely do anything with it. All I do is browse the internet, Discord, Reddit. Like, it shouldn't struggle to open. half of these apps. And I remember day one, it was it was fast, boy. It was real fast. It was a sweet machine. And then it just kind of slowed down. It's turning on? Stefan, what the heck? That's actually pretty crazy. I wonder if you've got a hardware issue and it's connected and working well enough for now. I mean, if we weren't here talking about it, you wouldn't have tried it and it probably wouldn't have worked, so you are very much welcome. Y'all remember back when you had to pay for OS updates for your phone? Passcode. Oh, dude, you can get a passcode cracker for that easy. Easy peasy. Oh? It was lighting up there just a second ago, wasn't it? Or was I seeing stuff? Let me double check my replay here. Oh, yeah, no, it's lighting up.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
I'm just being impatient. Oof.
I'm having trouble.
Alright, folks, yeah, we've still got a couple more to fix, but frankly, I don't know if my hands can handle it for today. I don't know what's going on. If maybe I'm getting sick. Maybe it's just the weather. I don't know. But we're gonna take it easy, and we'll fix the rest of those up tomorrow. So, folks, I hope you all enjoyed this live stream repair, and I hope to catch you in the next one.